As many of you know, on June 26, 2020, one of the biggest Twitch streamers, Dr. Disrespect, or by real name Herschel Guy Brime, was permanently banned from Twitch, and a clear reason for the ban was not stated to the public, although we did get a statement from Twitch, which said, "As is our process, we take appropriate action when we have evidence that a streamer has acted in violation of our community guidelines or terms of service. These apply to all streamers regardless of status or prominence in the community." So people could only speculate the reason for the ban, and people did indeed speculate. On June 28, an anonymous fortune post was created that raised a lot of attention regarding the Doc situation. Doc, Shroud and Ninja were in talks on launching a new streaming platform, were approached by Spotify under Google in order to sign contracts and launch in the coming weeks on Spotify's soon-to-be announced streaming service. Note, it will not be under the Spotify brand name. Doc reportedly approached multiple streamers personally on Twitch in order to facilitate a platform shift. Twitch reportedly found out that a streamer close to him tipped them off. As a result, Twitch's legal team completely terminated his contract and is currently feeling emotions for civil suits. No one can talk or discuss this due to the NDAs imposed by Google. Twitch is going full damage control and attempting to drag Google into lawsuits in order to prevent and/or taint their launch. These will all be filed Monday. Now, for me and probably many others, fortune leaks are not usually to be trusted, but this post actually made some sense. And also, the main man Keemstar, who hosts Drama Alert, the #1 source for news on social interactions and online entertainment, supported this theory, so you would probably expect that such a person would not fall for a simple bait. And this theory was elevated to a whole new level when Keemstar discovered a Twitter page named Brime. So as it turns out, Brime's Twitter page was created on June 2020. I suspect that the exact date might be June 23rd, because I remember the first tweet from them was on June 23rd, which by the way is not anymore available. At least I can't seem to find it, but anyway, the Twitter account claimed to be building a new streaming service. "We believe gaming is fun. See you soon." And Brime's Twitter page was following known streamers like Dr. Lupo, Shroud, Ninja and Dr. Disrespect, further supporting the fortune theory. Also, Doc had an image on his stream that said, "Prepare for the 29th." And Brime account tweeted that they will be answering any questions on Monday, June the 29th. Back to the fortune post. Just a few things I want to point out. Google does not own Spotify. If Doc approached multiple streamers, then somebody should have said something by now, so the issue must be something more serious than that. It would be incomprehensible if Ninja and Shroud went from the failure of Mixer to a brand new streaming service, unless they were paid big time, and I mean really big. Also, Doc signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Twitch in March 2020, so it would make very little sense for him to try to switch to a brand new streaming service and along the way lure other streamers in. Moving on, June 29th came, and no news came from Dr. Disrespect, but from Brime on the other side, sketchy things started to happen. Alright, so the 29th came, and at this part I got really confused because I remember that they held a Q&A at the 29th, but as it turns out it was not them, but somebody hacked their account and just answered loads of questions randomly, which seems weird, and Brime tweeted this out. "We had some issues last night regarding our account." The real Q&A thread. So in the real Q&A thread, they answered the Dr. Disrespect rumor with this. Was this platform already being worked on before Dr. Disrespect's ban? Yes, it was. His announcement that was seen in the background of his stream was made aware to us after we had said we would do a Q&A. This was timed at a bad time, but we also didn't expect to be noticed. The grammar in this tweet is not the best, however I gotta say that sometimes my grammar is worse, so I will let this one slip. Overall, the Q&A did not reveal much, so let me just summarize it. Brime is a code name, and it will be a streaming site for gamers. Beta testing will happen, and they are trying to be transparent. Soon enough, Brime added their official Discord server. The information that I'm about to provide is purely based from other people's experiences using the Brime Discord, so I would advise you to take this information with a grain of salt. I joined Brime's Discord yesterday after they posted it. It was nothing but about 500 morons memeing in general chat and 2 voice channels full. No answers, no hints. Not sure what Brime really is, but I'm starting to think it's nothing. Brime, you have shitty ass moderation on your Discord server. How do you expect to run a streaming platform when you can't even get the Discord and handle? Your mods don't even listen to my friend. Go these screenshots when he asked for mods to unban. Brime literally banned me from their Discord for asking, do you like memes? You used to take this whole Brime streaming service seriously, but after getting banned for no reason and without warning on your Discord, and after all these distasteful and quite disgusting Twitter posts, I must say, even Brime cannot wash away all the grime. English is banned in the Brime Discord because the 16-year-olds in charge are getting cloned for their inability to type. Brime banned me from their Discord because I pointed out a grammatical error. Lol, what a professional company. Apparently the Brime Discord server was a mix of trolls and people/streamers who actually were taking things seriously and wanted to build a community. It seems to me like Brime is taking things seriously considering that they are banning people who are joking around. But I think they are too strict on that policy, because allegedly the word English is banned on the Brime Discord server, because they are known to have sketchy grammar, as I mentioned previously. So they are not afraid to ban people, and this banning can happen for the wrong reasons, which can hurt their reputation. And also it seems like their Discord serves little to no purpose, because they are still trying to be transparent and they are careful with their words. Like, take a look at this. Look at this. And this is a conversation between a user and another user. It's cultish. Anytime you question anything, they go, all will be revealed, or when Brime is ready. Quick question, I'm skeptical about the site because of what happened to Mixer recently. I would be very interested in joining once the site is up, but would need to know that I'm not joining another site that will eventually close. The plan is to become a household name. Who's your backer though? Who is funding the project? We cannot disclose that information at this time. Okay, when will all be revealed? When Brime is ready to share that. On top of that, Brime Discord had more sketchy stuff. I genuinely don't think Brime will become a real platform, or if it is, it will for faster than Mixer. The facts Discord servers seemed very vague on purpose, and the demos that were leaked are just design strategies. Not convinced. I won't put any time into them. Speaking of Manic, he and a member, including some in chat, ended up harassing me during a live streamed Q&A on his channel. Watch Brime himself was there too, over some shit that happened wasn't even true. I left and they deleted all my evidence/proof, and I was presumably banned. Love it. I don't know if any of y'all are in the Brime Discord, but this thing smells of bullshit. Affiliate after 24 hours of streaming, subs for $7 and the streamer gets 5 of that, and all the people answering questions are not staff. They are people who, quote unquote, talk to Brime. Huh? I think the community should much rather be more patient rather than complaining there is no update after only a week of the project. Not to mention they have been being so caught up with all the media attention, it makes it difficult. Patience isn't something that can be negotiated right now, per se. It sounds kind of childish for me to say this, but the number of people doubting that this is even real is growing quicker than it seems. I think the best thing Brime can do is show us some sort of progress from a marketing perspective. True, the amount of people that think you can have a working streaming service in a week is baffling. They need to do research, but I do believe a website teaser is coming out in the near future. If Brime is just a big troll, I'm done with the internet. They just renamed their Discord to deleting soon. I'm calling this right now. You either were going to sign with the doc and Twitch found out early and shut it down, or you just had a once in a lifetime stroke of luck and perfect timing. No comment. They throw shade at Twitch, then proceed to break Discord community guidelines. Can't tell if Brime is a meme or a really crappy joke at this point. Lewis, further to the meme of Brime. The moderators and other members of Brime team were caught sending IP grabbing links to teenagers, then seen trying to cover it IP within their Discord. Talk about shady practices. Add to the fact the owner of Brime account has been caught doxing people in his Discord and then tried to cover it up by banning anyone who would bring it up. Can't hide the truth. Brime's source of income is unknown as of now because there will be no crowdfunding or microtransactions. And the thing that allegedly the moderators have been doxing people and deleting the evidence is some serious stuff. Even if this is not true, they have already damaged their reputation. On July 24th, Brime came out with this tweet. Hello, moving forward we will be making changes to better interact with the community here on Twitter and on Discord. Thank you for understanding. After a month of waiting, something more than just empty promises arrived. Alpha signups to BrimeLive.com. Although I thought that Brime was just a code name, but okay. So there were 3 scenarios with what could happen when you register. You sign up and receive a confirmation email. Sweet. You sign up, get in the whitelist, however do not receive any confirmation email. Weird, but okay. You're not able to sign up because you use custom domain email or some other unknown error occurs. Something fishy. With that, a few grammatical errors came to play. Classic. And apparently there was a fake address on the newsletter sign-up form, which they changed to a PO box later. Plus, in the beginning there was a text that said, by signing up you agree to our terms of use and privacy policy. But you could not read the terms, there were none. And then they added the terms of use, but it was generated by website policies as seen by this screenshot. Again, a lot of sketchy stuff. Moving on, it is July 29th, 2020 by the time I'm making this video. And I'm starting to see people losing interest in Brime, starting to doubt Brime as they posted this tweet. Would you be interested in more Q&As? And almost half of the people pressed no. And I understand why. Their community is a mix of new streamers, trolls, people who didn't get into alpha, people who got banned from their Discord, people who see that Brime does a lot of sketchy stuff. In my opinion, there are 2 possible options on why Brime does the stuff the way they do. They are people who actually want to make a new streaming website but are liking the experience. Either the doc ban timing is a coincidence or not, the traction they got from that definitely helped them but also put a lot of pressure on them. I'm sure they were on the early stages of development, and now with a lot of people waiting for something more than just empty words, it must have been stressful for them and they made mistakes along the way. Or they are internet trolls who made Brime as a joke, but because of the timings of unfortunate events, they got a lot of traction and they decided to make Brime a real thing. Just like Brime was meant to be a code name, but people liked the name and they decided to stick with it. That could explain their trend to be transparent and keep a lot of things secret. Well, maybe there are no secrets, maybe they still are figuring out on how to make Brime a reality. That could explain their seeming lack of knowledge in the EU GDPR in the terms of service situation. And because they are just trolls, they probably will make grammatical errors along the way. And if this theory is true, and they pull off this impossible mission out with a successful live streaming service and website, that would be insane. I'm not going to touch the possibility of them stealing data and selling it, but keep in mind that can be a possibility. They seem very sketchy as of now, but we will have to just wait and see. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. This is a good one to research, and see you on the next video, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.